If not, we'll wing it. There they are. Hey everybody, we're just playing some videos of some pictures of a past pull in Zellwood, Florida. Jason Schultz here, Beer Money Pulling Team. Doug Borth next to me, sitting with Rob Rasnick, the Snake, and Johnny, the president of the Florida Pullers. They have a big event coming up this Saturday, October 22nd in Zellwood, Florida, starting at 4 p.m. So we're excited to help promote that event. Guys, I found kind of a slideshow from 2016 from one of your pulls, so I just thought I'd share these pictures up there while we're yakking. Does that sound okay? So good deal. Yeah, so how many pulls do you guys have a year?
About 10 a year.
About 10 a year? Okay.
Yep.
Seems like you have.
Our next pull is a 2-day pull down in Hillsborough County Fair.
So how many locations does Florida Pullers pull at?
Right now, 2. They're our Zellwood track. And then down, we're going to do Hillsborough County Fair. We're working on another fair.
Yep. And then, again, if you're just joining us, if you have questions for John or Snake about any of the classes they have this week or start times or anything like that, we'll go through the Facebook page as well. But again, we're live on Beer Money and Florida Pullers right now on YouTube and a couple other pages. I'm talking about Zellwood, Florida this Saturday beginning at 4 o'clock. Which one of you can kind of take us through all the classes that people are going to see at this pull here in October? And is this kind of a yearly event, the October event, guys?
No, it's kind of new. We've just started. Normally we do our Hillsborough Fair in October. When that kind of pushed back this year because of the Carnival Festival. So we have a free month, so we decided to try and do a pull. And we're trying to bring in people that want to come and pull, which is like the mega trucks, a lot of the street trucks, stuff like that never really come. And I've gotten a lot of phone calls this week from guys that want to come bring up other trucks down. So
good.
We're going to get turnout.
And the mega truck stuff is like the stuff you see on like Discovery, the Dirty Mother Trucker series.
Yeah. I saw Brandon.
A lot of those guys are from this area in Central Florida.
Okay.
Lakeland and, up around our area. They do a lot of stuff around, but they like to come and hang out, and if we can give them a chance to hook up and kind of play around a little bit, and it's good for the fans, it's good for the kids,
Absolutely.
And what it's about, is reaching the younger. I always approach it as, remember how I got introduced to tractor pulling, and that's why I try to tell people is like, just remember how you got introduced to truck and tractor pulling.
Right.
It had been a family member took you, and then a puller sat you on the tractor or a truck, or or you start out doing pedal tractors, like you guys do up north. We don't have a whole lot of that down here, but and just be a good ambassador, grow it. And so if we can get people to come in, and the mega trucks are cool, man. They're bad to the bone.
Yeah, they are. They're awesome.
People to get other interests other than just tractor pulling and get them all involved, and it brings more butts in the seats, which allows us to continue, and all other clubs to continue putting on events and putting on shows.
Agreed. Steve Assay, is he related to you, John?
Yep, that's my brother. He's actually our treasurer.
Okay. Is he a nice guy, or do you want to rip on him?
Nah, he's pretty good.
Just thought I'd check. Moog Trucking LLC's checking in. Hey, Steve, it's Matt Moog. I pulled my white Dodge at the Super Pull on the club sled. So thanks for coming. So the reason we do these lives, everybody, is we need the worst thing that John and Snake and Doug and I hate to hear on Sunday after the event. I didn't even know you guys had anything going on this weekend. And we all look at each other and go, dude, you living under a rock? And that's why we're doing these live videos now, because they seem to be getting out. So we need you to engage with this live video. Just comment, ask a question. Hey, I'm going, or I wish I could make it this weekend. Just something like that. And then share it around your personal timelines. Like Snake, after the show, I want you to share this video to your personal timeline so your friends can see it. And that's how the algorithm kind of starts cooking. So if you're watching and you're a Florida Pullers fan, or you're a puller and you want to do something, please please, please, please share it around. Have some fun with it, because Florida pulling, there's a lot of it, but not everybody realizes there is a lot of Florida pulling. And we're doing our best with Beer Money Pulling Team and John and Snake and everybody there at the Florida Pullers to really get the word out there that there's a lot of great events in Florida with the Florida Pullers. We're here to help you promote them. So that's my little public service announcement here tonight. Like, comment, share. That's really, really what I right now. I want to know how many, where you're watching from. If you could type in your city and your state, and just that would be great. So see here. Dakota says hi. Matt Move Trucking says the later date for the Zellwood Super Pull is February 3rd and 4th, 2023, and you're going to start seeing a lot more of that here. We're going to start pushing that hard. Probably that first couple weeks in November, once this pull gets over and we really start all momentum towards the Zellwood Super Pull. But the dates are going to be February 3rd through 4th. So I'll put that on the screen right now. But the main purpose of tonight's live is to talk about this event this Saturday beginning at 4 o'clock. It's only $5 to get in. I mean, that's awesome, you guys. I mean, it's great that you can keep the prices low. I'm sure you got some sponsors that help make that possible, John or Snake.
Not really.
Hey, if you want to sponsor, help us out.
We got Robert White that, he's been a longtime supporter of the club. He was one of the instrumental guys that helped establish the track and the clay and everything, and comes back and does the grade on it for us to help, with the summertime rain showers that we have, to keep the track shedding water so it doesn't pool and puddle. Tim Murray's the Murray family's been big in the club. The Wallers are huge. The ACs, the Newmans. We've got a lot of folks that are supporters and do a lot of work. Todd Zellner and the Zellner family. We've got a lot of people behind the scenes. We could sit here and say their names over and over and over. But yeah, it takes a small village to run one. Jason, putting together bigger stuff. And, our thing with being in Central Florida, being an hour from everywhere, from Orlando, Ocala, Homosassa, Daytona, there's so many things with the theme parks and beaches, and, it's hard. There's so many choices for people, to go do on the weekends. So for them to pick us is what we're trying to reach out and become more of a mainstay and more of a staple, because there's so many choices for things to do on the weekends in this area.
I love how you involve kids, you guys, with your events. I think that is so cool. And if you want to get people hooked at a young age or truly make it a family event, the way you guys work with kids with some of your events with the garden tractors is amazing. So
yeah, the club has our own garden tractor that, if you want to sign up to pull it, you'll go out with a club member with the kill switch and a helmet, and they'll do the gear for you and help steer, on a stock garden tractor, Cub Cadet. We own one of those, so you can go out there and do that. And, my son's a little Cub, he's just turned a year, but he's already got his over here. And if you tell me you're coming and want to run it, I'll bring it and you can run mine. You know what I mean?
Yep. Anthony Hoisington, is I saying that right, guys? Yeah, from Umatilla, Florida. He's driver of the Redhead.
Yeah, Anthony. Yeah. He runs.
Farms.
Yeah. He runs a Redheaded Stepchild V8 tractor.
Yep, and he said he will be there, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna go try to find a picture of Anthony's tractor while we're talking to him. Russ also
Redheaded Stepchild. That tractor has been built and run for a long time by his family over here in the Wallers. Bo Waller was the original. Bo and Robbie. Yep. Father and son. And then now the grandkids. Johnny's sons are now running it. Rob's relinquished control of letting them run it. So now they're getting the bug of, the antique stuff. Oh, more power. The Tim the Tool Man. More. Now they're like, no, we don't want to run the antiques. So it's cool to see those young guys on it and getting onto some horsepower on the V8 stuff and having some fun and getting a taste of some faster stuff.
So Moog Trucking's been commenting. He's from Eustis, Florida, or is it Eustis, right, Rob?
Yeah, that's where I live is Eustis. Yes.
How far is that from Zellwood?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, so he's saying we need to get a semi-truck pull league together. I mean, the two guys on the screen right now that you need to talk to are, I mean, the biggest thing, they need numbers, guys. They need commitment from semi-truck pullers if they're going to put a points series together or something like that. These two, John and Rob, will do it if you guys have the pullers.
I do hear through the grapevine that Bruce Wilson is trying to put together a semi puller out of Dade City.
Okay.
And he was a 2.0 smoothbore 4-wheel drive diesel truck back in there called White Lightning a while back.
Okay.
He's big on YouTube. Bruce Wilson, blue collar trucking. And he's got the buytractor.com. He's been doing, if you go to his vlogs, not to promote him or anything, but he's building a semi for that.
Okay, cool.
So there's some avenues. I mean, give us check us out on Facebook or come to the event Saturday. I drive the striking distance, naturally aspirated big tire mini. Stop over, come see us, and we can chat with you and try to help you out and get some info and what you're looking at doing and see what we can make happen.
Travis Cotner says, I'll be there Saturday with my truck. Great, Travis. Tell all your friends and family, about the event on Saturday. Again, 4:00 start time, $5 to get in. I think you guys registrations from 1 to 3, gates open at 10, and the weather looks good for this weekend. So let's make a full day out of it. Definitely do that. Trying to find some pictures of the redheaded stepchild as we're yakking here.
We'll have our Mountain Door FFA will be out there, so there'll be food on site supporting the FFA club for Mountain Door High School. They come out and cook. You can get pulled pork, burgers, hot dogs, stuff like that. Bring a lawn chair. We're trying to get more money in the bank. We had a catastrophic tornado come through and ruined a bunch of our 280 feet of aluminum bleachers. Piled them up, took down 2 light poles and watered them up right on the track. That hurt pretty bad. So, and aluminum bleachers, ADA bleachers are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
So, we're trying to work on getting stuff together to try to put bleachers back in on that Spectator side, and get some things together for that. So we've got some more seating, for handicapped folks, with ADA ramps and ADA viewing areas down front for people that are can't mobilize too well, which is important, just because hell, we're going to be there one day.
Yep. We're not that far away, Rob, probably. So.
Hey, you know what? You can just rub it in all you'd like there.
Oh, I love it. It's good to see you. I'm glad we're doing this. More people are getting on the show here as we get going. Starting to see a lot more comments. We'll go through all that here in a second. I want to put the poster up on the screen. I want to start flipping through some pictures. Again, Zellwood, Florida, this Saturday, 4:00 start time. That seems to be what the guys got cooking there. LJF polling team will show up. Western Gurmarath. Does that sound right?
That's Lake Jim Farms. Yeah, Lake Jim Farms. They're a big sponsor and do a lot for the club. And they're a local soft farm. They're actually who I work for. I actually work for the Florida Potting Soil Division of Lake Jim Farms, which is a big sod.
Steve Assay says the redheaded stepchild is on the bottom right of the flyer. There you go.
Yes, there it is. Yes, on the bottom right.
Rob, I'm not trying to block you right now, but the poster is prettier than you. That's all I'm saying. So.
Oh man, trust me, you ain't got to worry about that. We all know that deal.
No, it's all good. Let's flip through some of these questions. Again, if you're coming out this weekend, let us know. If you've been to Zellwood before, any comments, any questions. Again, the Zellwood Super Pull is the 3rd and 4th of February. Got a lot of different stuff going on here. Let's see here. I got to catch up with my screens. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to do this. I want to do this. Share through some of the photos. All right. So there's some pictures of the track here. This would have been was this a Super Pull last year probably, guys?
Year before, actually.
Okay, so 2020.
Yes.
Okay, there's just some pictures of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. I've personally been there. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a nice place. You guys do a good job with it. There's one of the past events. Is that the club sled there?
Yeah, that's the club sled that we just finished painting about a month ago.
Yeah, the color seems to be a theme, fellers. So,
well, kind of wanted them to stick out, you know.
I had nothing to do with the picking of the colors, even though
it looks good. It matches the logo and matches everything else. So that's
matches his trap.
Matches striking distance. So this was the sled before you painted it, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, there's all the pit area and stuff like that. Try to find a picture here. They're working on that one. You guys have a really good group of volunteers, don't you, that make everything happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We did purchase, we did purchase a garden tractor sled just for the garden tractors. So the mini rod sled has been adapted.
Okay.
The growing horsepower increases of the minis. So now we have our own garden tractor sled that is specifically just for the garden tractors, and then we'll be doing a lot of testing this weekend with the mini rod sled, trying to get it dialed in with some of the new stuff for stopping the horsepower that's coming that we're making now, because we're making, that sled's been around a long time.
Yep. Are you guys having a 466 hot farm class this weekend? Dale Cox wants to know.
Hot farm, yeah.
If he shows up, we'll pull him.
Let's do it, Dale. He said his son had a great time pulling there this past year with his John Deere 4055.
Yeah, we
might not be able to stop him, but we'll pull him.
Yep. Fair enough. The redheaded stepchild of that Steve Assay said that. He's the treasurer, you said, right?
Yes.
With your brother, John?
Yes.
Okay. Russ is a super pulling fan from Nebraska. He has like 200 pulling t-shirts already. So any of the pullers have pulling shirts for sale. I don't have any from Florida yet. Hit me up on Facebook. So Russ, well, he's collecting t-shirts. So
well, if Jason could get together with me on doing one for the Green Monster back here, we might have one for mine. But
yeah, we could probably do that someday.
We need to talk about that.
Yeah, the guy that takes care of that sitting right behind me. So Travis Cotner.
When he's not sleeping?
Oh, he only sleeps half the day, guys. He works really hard the other 12 hours of the day. So Travis Cotner says, yes, sir, we are excited. My truck is an 86 Ford with a 97 7.3 Power Stroke diesel. I've used it for truck tug of war. This is my first time sled pulling. I've got about 10 spectators coming with me. Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome. I love it. Travis, if you have a picture of your truck, if you could send it to the Florida Pullers or Beer Money Pulling Team, I'll post that on the Facebook page for you. Jennifer Rose. For spectators, is 4 p.m. a good time to be there, guys?
4 p.m. is the start time. So
3:30.
Okay.
And again, the pits are accessible. So, and we do have a lot of guys, if you want to come see me, I do little kids, ladies, and big kids, adult dads. They can come sit in the tractor, and if they got enough money in their pocket, they can take it home. My wife would be happy about that. But yeah, come by. You want to see us? Some of us have hero cards. I don't have any hero cards. I'm working on those for the new tractor. But yeah, you want to stop by and sit in it, take a picture. We'll be happy to answer any questions. You can come to any antique guys will let you sit on them, 2-wheel drive guys, whatever you want to do. Stop by, come see us. We don't bite.
No, that's awesome. Dale Cox says it was a great pull, had a lot of fun there. We are from Northern New York. Awesome.
We had a gentleman from Watertown, New York. That's
okay.
He's half and half. He just sold a small tire last year. Went to Virginia.
Yep. Anthony, send me a picture. If your tractor doesn't look like that anymore, send me a picture, please. Moog Trucking's back in. Todd Lewis's daughter, Olivia Lewis, pulls a diamond reel semi in Ocala. Todd Lewis pulls a light limited super stock smoker 8,000 class. Well, let's get him in touch with the boys on the screen there, Moog. We'll figure it out. So
yeah, Olivia and Todd, they're big with the Rodney and Brian Caparelli over there in Ocala.
Okay.
He's got that beautiful international horse with no name, the yellow one with the Indian airbrushed all over it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's Olivia. Olivia drives that for her dad Todd.
And she just
Oh,
pulled
okay.
me off your truck.
Yeah, and then the semi they have is the Black Pearl or something. Is what they call it?
Something like that.
Black Betty or Black Pearl.
Okay.
Yeah, they pulled it last year, I think.
Dale said they'll make the super pull. The tractor is in pieces now. So February 3rd and 4th, Dale. That's what we need you down in Zellwood. And Russ says never too early to be. You can never be too early as a spectator at any tractor pull.
Exactly.
That is also true.
That is also true. Again, let us know where you're watching from tonight. I'm curious to see what kind of reach we have with the show tonight. This is our first show live with the Florida Pullers. We're going to be doing more of these, especially as we get into Super Pull season. We want to get everybody excited and make that one of the biggest pulls in Florida. That is what John has asked me to do with our team, and we're going to work our butts off to do that, but we can't do it without you and the fans and the pullers getting engaged with the event, liking, sharing, comment, different things like that as well. So how many hooks do you guys think you'll have this weekend?
Boy, that's an ugly tractor on the screen.
No, the guy who drives it's ugly.
It'd be prettier with a blower on it.
Is Doug finally chiming in, getting a jab in?
You know, you don't get a chance to talk when I'm on the show. So Doug knows. Doug knows.
Hook, as far as hooks, Jason, it's hard to tell. It all just depends on who shows up this weekend.
On average, what do you think, John? Just for a competitor standpoint or for a fan, how long are they going to be there if it starts at 4? What's your guess?
I would say it would probably be a good 3 hour, 4 hour.
Nice.
Perfect.
That's exactly what you want. And they froze again on us. So Rob's got to get better internet. So I know they're sitting in Rob's shop there. So probably running off the Wi-Fi, and sometimes that'll sneak it up there and do that. So we'll bring them back on in a little bit. Weston says, I'll make it pretty for you, Rob. Thanks, Weston. That's really good of you. Anthony says, I'm putting it back together, doing a bunch of fab work and retuned it. Nice. Nice. And then Mike back. Laugh out loud. Yep, snake is ugly. There's John calling me right now. So let's see if they're dying. So yeah, we're just rolling through it again. We're talking about Zellwood, Florida here this Saturday. This Saturday, October 22nd, 4 p.m. Gates open at 10.
Yep.
$5 per person. Again, registrations from 1 to 3.
Rob cooked his phone.
Gotcha. All the information really you need, guys, is on this. Go to floridapullers.com, flpullers.com, 4253 Pumpkin Road. Again, we're live on their Facebook page right now, but everybody that's watching this, if they can like, comment, and share, that'd be great. Steve says they should come up here for the live and be on my Comcast business class internet. And Steve, they should. If you could let them know that next time, that would be great, because you can log on through a computer, Steve, or whatever. But this is kind of our first one. Yeah, Mike, don't worry. Rob didn't hang up on you. He just blew up his phone, so it's okay, Mike. He knows you're joking. So, Steve, away. Bruce Wilson, he's not a puller smoke truck. He got a wicked Ford alcohol garden tractor with 4 exhaust stacks. He's building for Ocala. Nice. So again, we're just promoting Zellwood, Florida tonight. Doug and I here with the Beer Money Pulling Team. This is what we do. We promote pullers. Promoters work with us to get more fans in the stand, more eyeballs on their sport, and we're just doing whatever we can. Doug and I have been to Zellwood before, and we're excited to go back down again for the Zellwood Super Pull, February 3rd and 4th. But again, we're just trying to put a good spin on the event this Saturday, beginning at 4 o'clock. So, Doug, can you think of much more else that we can talk about tonight? I can flip through some photos here. I got the start time right. I got 4 p.m. right. $5 to get in. What's everybody always ask us? I'm just gonna flip through some of the pictures right now. Oh,
Here they're coming back.
guess who's back? Back again.
Yep.
Shady's back.
Good back.
Not so shady either.
Ella friend.
Sorry, I had to throw my phone in the freezer. Oh, that's a good one. I'm down on the job.
Mike back. That picture's for you. That's how Rob feels about you, Mike back. He's watching.
Oh yeah, I love me some Mike. No,
Hey, Mike.
my wife keeps stealing my chairs, and then I get to the track and I go to grab my folding chair, and she's got my chairs in the garage.
Yeah, your wife's really pretty. You should let her do whatever she wants to do, Rob. So that's all I'm gonna say.
That kind of happens.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, they moved down to Florida, right?
Yeah, he's down the Fort Myers area.
That's like, ooh, is he doing okay after that crappy hurricane? That place.
Yeah, he actually did. Yeah, he made it through good.
Okay. Is R.D. Carpenter still with us? I don't know. John, who's R.D. Carpenter?
Oh, yeah. R.D. Carpenter's still with us. He lives up in Ohio over in Columbus area.
Okay.
He comes down once a year, but he hasn't been bringing his tractors the last couple of years.
Okay. Steve says all are welcome. If you don't see a class for you, you call us and we will make one for you. Bingo.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about, to have a club like this, guys. You just want to promote some pulling. Is that the spunky monkey sitting next to you? Is that you, Rob? Are you the spunky monkey, or is that John?
No. Spunky Monkey is
a tractor.
Is a tractor.
Okay.
Well, it used to be.
Yeah, what's John call it now?
I don't know what John calls it now.
There's a face.
Randy
There's a Facebook
Pontel,
user.
Randy Pontel used to run the Spunky Monkey. Was it all 88?
Oh, okay.
Good run in 88. And then John Germeroff. I don't know how that wheeling and dealing went, but John wound up with it, and John runs it and pulls it. It's under a different name now.
Yep.
I believe it's on the flyer.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I think so. I'm not positive.
I can tell you in about 3 seconds.
Nope, it's not on the flyer.
Okay.
It was on one of those pictures in the slideshow that you had that you were scrolling through.
Okay. How many of those big mega mud trucks do you think you'll have?
Ooh, it depends, man. They just had a big event last weekend.
Then I have another big event this weekend.
Yeah, they were down at Iron Horse or something like that last weekend.
Okay.
And a lot of them broke. And then there's another event this weekend, I think at Hogwaller. Yeah. I'm not sure what that event is that they're having over there, but
mini rods, will there be quite a few mini rods, or what do you think?
well, there's always a potential to be 15 or more, but normally it just a small handful of us that usually always show up.
Yep. No,
There's about 15 to 18 here if everybody makes it, but I know a lot of the guys are business owners and are super busy. And of course, they're having a hard time finding help. And just like us, it's hard. And, if it's your livelihood, you got to miss out. It's a toy. It's not a priority. So a lot of guys miss it because of that. Not being able to find enough help. Some run mechanic shops, trucking repair, epoxy flooring. Some are corrections officers or deputy sheriffs. Just depending on their their shift schedules. We have one that's a pastor.
wow.
Yeah, preacher Steve Aaron. He's got a small tire NA and a big tire NA.
How many? Yeah. So you're not sure how many minis will be there, but you think a decent number?
At least 5.
At least 5 or 6.
Okay. Cool.
There'll be me in the striking distance, Dale Runke, and what's he calling his now?
I can't remember.
Straight business? No.
I can't remember.
Dale Runke, he'll have his.
Tyler Smith.
David Dixon with his 2. Tyler with his. Preacher, if he shows up. Steve Aaron with his 2. I mean, we have the potential to have 18.
Nice.
But right now it's the same as everybody trying to find employees and getting enough.
Yep.
And a lot of them are grandparents and spending time and stuff like that. So
Totally. I'm bringing up that picture of the sled that you sent me, John, right now. So.
Oh, that did come through. I wasn't sure if it did or not.
Yeah, it just takes me a
That's the
second.
mini rod. That's the mini rod sled. We just finished painting that last night.
Okay.
It was
Nice.
black. Now it's nice and orange.
Yep. What is the history, John? Well, first, John, are you a puller? I know we've talked about this privately, but can you kind of tell people what drives you to be the president of the Florida Pullers?
Well, if you look through them photos, you'll see a picture of an Oliver with a single front wheel. That's my tractor.
Okay.
When I started in this club, I bought me a little garden tractor and didn't do a whole lot of work to it. Just started pulling it and worked my way up to that Oliver right there. That was my stepdad's tractor. We bought that up in Lake City. It was half of it was sitting in a river. We brought that damn thing home and we stripped it down to bare metal, sanded it all down, painted it, rebuilt the motor in it within like 6 weeks, and had it up at when the club used to be up in Ashton, Florida here, St. Cloud area. And we started pulling that tractor, and that was back in 1999. And I've been hooked ever since.
Awesome. Literally hooked. So.
Yep. And then my stepdad was big into the club. Rob Waller, which is my vice president, is my stepbrother.
He's got the Hog Waller, the 2-wheel drive, right?
Hog Waller Reloaded, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna find a picture of that here in a second.
Gray 2-wheel drive modified. He was the original one that built that redheaded stepchild. That's why it's called a redheaded stepchild, because Rob was redheaded.
Oh, okay.
And so we've been doing the antique tractors. Then we built the V8 that's on there somewhere. That's the wide front end on it, Oliver. 1650 rear end Oliver with a
Yeah, that one.
That one right here?
Yep. With a I think that's got 496 big block in it now. Man, my stepdad built that tractor. Me and him built that in the barn. And my kids now, 16 and 18 years old, are running that tractor.
I bet they're loving it.
When they started out, we started them on pedal tractors. Then they grew up to the garden tractor. Then they went to antiques. Now they're pulling that V8.
Those are the ones I was telling you about. They started now, they're pulling, they're now running that tractor, and now they don't want anything to do with antique.
Yeah, once you grab the throttle, sometimes they like to. I found some video of the Hog Waller that we took a couple years ago when we were down. So does this look right?
That's him.
Yep, that's Rob's truck.
You guys have a lot of tracks going on. So
Rob's been running a bunch up at with Southern Pullers.
okay.
Georgia there with the Southern Pullers. He's been given he's had some real good runs here as of late with that truck. He's really dialing that thing in, man. It's coming around.
Let's see. Again, if you just joined us with Snake, John, president of the FL Pullers, Zellwood, Florida, this Saturday, the 22nd, 4 p.m. start time. $5 to get in. Gates open at 10 a.m. All the what's that?
They're freezing up again.
They're freezing up again? No, they're there. Do you guys moving? Can you guys hear us?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But they're starting to. You're starting to freeze up. You're starting to look like ET. So
Oh boy.
Not good.
that's okay. We'll find it out here. We'll find it out here. If anybody has any questions for Snake, for John, Steve's also been chiming in a lot. He's watching on YouTube. So he's been checking in. He's the treasurer. That's John's brother, Steve Assay. So it's all good. Yeah. So what do you think will be your biggest class, like biggest turnout for competitors in a certain class this weekend, guys?
That's kind of tough. It's probably going to be an antique class. I'd imagine probably the
you're talking about?
4,500 or 5,500 pound class.
Okay.
And then again, it all depends on who shows up.
Yep. Go ahead.
Do you guys want to touch on the classes for February? The out of the norm classes, should we say, the big minis and
Well, we're gonna have near pass here with his sleds, so we'll be able to do blown minis, blown 2-wheel drives. It just all, like I said, it all depends on what shows up with that. But that's normally what we usually have is the blown minis, blown 2-wheel drives, 60 or 5,200 pro 2-wheel drive pro stocks, or modified. I'm sorry.
And then 6,200 pound modified 4-wheel drives. And then your multi-engine, light limiteds,
Turbine engines if they show.
yeah, your light limited pros, Alki supers, or the Alki light limited.
Yeah,
Alki
6250 light limiteds,
light limiteds.
8,000 turbos.
We have been getting some calls from some semis that are talking about coming. So there's a possibility we'll have some semi pulling going on, which will be a first.
That'd be awesome. The crowd goes wild with semis. Everybody knows somebody who either drives truck for a living or has somebody in their family who drives truck for a living. So they always, semi trucks, they're real brand loyal. So
I think we ought to put that pretty K-Dub, that red K-Dub with Doug behind the wheel while you're down here. What do you think, Doug?
K-Dub is up for sale if anybody needs a truck.
we're gonna get a toter. So
Oh, are you now?
well, we need more room when we're going down the road so everybody can be working and stuff. So not just napping all the time, Rob. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, I got you. Well, we try to. Here's the thing, everybody, we've been working. The clubs, had some hiccups and we worked real hard, but we're a non-for-profit club. We do it because we love doing it. We make our money at the pools to do maintenance and mowing and upkeep and adding lights, and we've got a new registration booth building now, and got 6 more light poles up, and we've got bigger sound system than the last time you were there. More speakers are up, more LED lighting's up, pads for checking hitches are poured now down by the track, so it's official concrete pad for checking all hitches before you go on. Poured another pad for the secondary scales, so when we have 2 scales there, they're both on concrete pads.
that's nice.
We do what we can with what we have, and we do little by little, and what you see we have is been 28, 29, 30 years in the making.
Yeah.
And it's we don't make our biggest influx of cash is the Super Bowl at the beginning of the year.
Nice.
And so, in the last couple, we've had the modified stuff here, and we're not professionals at putting on these events, but every year we learn, we change, we adapt, and henceforth why you're involved now to give guidance on where the club needs to do and how to do it right. So it continues to be a spot that is the place to be, but Rome wasn't built in a day, and so.
Well, you guys do a good job. You don't need to be so humble, Rob. We just want to help you promote it better. That's all we want to do. That's what we're good at. You guys do what you do, and we'll promote. So it's going to work out great. So
we listened to what the guys wanted with the track. So this year the track will be a lot the way they want it. It'll be the way it is, during the day, during the afternoon sessions for the antique stuff, and then in the evening the track will get ripped up and fluffed up for the power stuff the way that they requested. So
right.
Yeah.
Rob, can you see that question on the screen, or do you want me to read it to you?
So the original Cup Cadet needs something for the garnishing. Yes, the Cub Cadets are some of the best platforms to start with. Number one, because they have a clutch system. Number two, because you can go to Midwest Super Cub and Vogel, and there's a crap ton other Cub Cadet aftermarket that make aftermarket pulling clutches, lighting flywheels, to where you can run them on anything for the single cylinder Kohlers and the V twins, to run them on methanol, big bore kits, you name it, aluminum chassis. You can go wild, but that's the platform to start with. Yes.
Gotcha.
Now,
Sure.
there are other guys that run different models, and they are usable, but the most popular is the Cub.
Okay. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I found some more pictures here from 2021 I want to put. Hal says, I wish you all had that sled when I was bringing 3 4x4 trucks up each year. Is Hal local, guys? Do you guys recognize Hal?
There? Yeah. Well, Hal used to run poor white boy, square body Chevrolet, red and silver. He had a Ford too that he was running. There was another cat that was running with him too. He's down south, somewhere Fort Myers area ish.
Okay.
I don't know exactly, but I know he's down around where Keith Coughlin back in the day when I had my 4-wheel drive, we were doing some of the brush pulls down in Wauchula and Mayaka City and West Palm and Fort Myers. Hey, Hal. West Palm. Yeah, see? Hal keeps, hitting me up, and I'm like, well, when you gonna quit? He's a painter by trade. I think he has his own painting business. Super.
Okay.
He still has that Chevrolet. He just needs to get off his backside and bring it out and come up. Hal. There's your official call out, Hal. Yeah. He'll probably respond here in just a minute. Hopefully he didn't get too bad in a hurricane. I know Mayaka City got down there in North Point. They really got hammered.
Yeah. Did it just rain a lot in Zellwood, guys, or what?
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain this whole summer. This area, Central Florida, was just downpoured. I mean, we're just over the average for rainfall, and then that thing brought in. I got 11 and almost 12 inches here at my place.
Okay.
So everything was full. They had good at Misty and West Palm, but everything was saturated. Lakes are full, rivers are full. The St. John's is flooding. People in Astor really got it, but we just had a lot of rain. Everything's saturated.
Yep.
And that didn't help much, but we just had decent winds and some branches down here at my place, which Irma got me. I did my time with Irma. Irma got me real good.
Okay. Hey, John, is that Brandon right there on the screen?
I have to get up here and look.
He doesn't have his old man glasses on.
That's either Brandon or Jacob, one of the two. I can't tell.
Okay. Well, Brandon was watching. So it's him. He'll comment. So
that's Brandon right there.
These are some pictures from Hard Target Images from 2021. Just trying to show you some of the events and the tractors and trucks that you'll get to see at the Zellwood Super Pull, February 3rd and 4th. But again, tonight's show is mostly about this Saturday, October 22nd, Zellwood. Again, 4 p.m. start time, $5 to get in, guys. So come on out and check it out. They're gonna, like Steve said earlier, if you want to pull something, they'll make a class for you, and it's always good to hear a club's willing to do that for you. So,
and then, like I say, we'll be down in Hillsborough County Fair for Friday and Saturday,
November 11th and 12th.
November 11th and 12th down at the Hillsborough County Fair, which is down near Plant City, Tampa area.
Okay. Give me a poster. Get us a poster for that too, Snake. Okay.
There's one already up on there, Jason.
Is there? Okay.
So that's a fair that goes on down there on Parton Settlement Road is what it's off of in 60.
Yeah.
But the Hillsborough County Fairground site.
Greater Hillsborough County Fair.
Yeah. And we'll be down there Friday and Saturday. That's November 11th and 12th. And then there's a handful of us. If you don't catch us at either one of those, we will be on the infield of Daytona Speedway for the Turkey Rod Run.
What?
Yeah.
November 26th.
What?
Me, Me, so the striking distance tracker will be there. Dale's tractor, which is called Straighten Up, that he got from Cody. That was Real Business. That's why I got that confused. Dale with the Straighten Up Big Tire Mini, Hog Waller Reloaded, and Tyler and Leo Smith with their blue step-side Chevrolet lift body 2-wheel drive.
And Spunky Monkey and Uncle Dave.
Okay, Spunky Monkey and Uncle Dave will be there. We'll be on the infield turn 4 on Saturday of the Turkey Rod Run. So come by and see us, shake hands, wave at us.
What is a Turkey Rod Run?
It's the whole infield of Daytona Speedway, and it is probably one of the largest swap meets in Central Florida or the Florida area you'll ever go to.
Okay.
You're
You're going to be on display, Rob?
What's that?
You're going to be on display.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we'll be on the infield, turn 4. Come by and say hi to us.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to get out, spread the word. We do some, local shows. We're trying to get in some parades this year, and we've done some, street shows and some local events, taking the tractors to show. And it's funny going to a car show and you got tractor polo stuff there, and you go home with a trophy, best in show or fans choice, and you're like, what? But it's a good way to mingle, and reach, see people and let them look at stuff and reach the kids and the family and let them know we're out there and be a part of other communities. That's what it's about. You got to get out to be noticed.
Yeah, you do. You got to promote, and never stop, because that's you never know who, like I said, who's going to see it, who's going to know about it, who's going to miss it, whatever. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, we were at the Groveland Heritage Festival this past year, and that was a great event. We got 4 or 5 families that showed up. They said, "Hey, we were at the show and we're here," and they showed up at the pool. It was really nice to see. It's a long day to go out and put your tractor on display and answer questions, and it's puts away from stuff you got to do at the house and chores and all that good stuff. But we try to do the best we can and get out as many of these things that most people wouldn't think about doing. So yeah.
Kelly Price says, excited to catch this. First and only time I got to see one was 6 years ago when I moved here from Maryland. Hope the weather holds. Are there still bleachers? So we got ourselves a fan coming out.
We do have some small aluminum bleachers, but always bring a chair. Bring a chair is always a safe bet.
Nice. Good deal.
Yeah, we do have, several sets of small aluminum bleachers. But yeah, bring a chair. If you got it easy up 10 by 10 or something like that, or for some shade, that's always a plus, especially if you got little kids, for sun, keep the sun off of them for a little while and be a little comfortable. Sit on the hill, enjoy it.
Melissa Hoisington says family fun at its finest. Yeah, Melissa, make sure you're sharing around this live video, letting all your friends and family know about it. Post on your personal timelines. Hey, Zellwood, Florida, truck and tractor pull this weekend, because then your friends see that. And then Facebook will show that to anybody else out there. Put that on your Snapchat. If you're just a Snapchatter, take a picture of the screen right now, post on your Snapchat, whatever you got to do it. So Bradix says, can't wait till Saturday. The Hoisington family's pumped. Okay, we've had a lot of them commenting tonight, so that's cool.
Stop by and see us so we can meet you face to face.
Yep. Kelly Price is great. Bringing my mom, my Marine and sailor sons. Thanks for the tip. Awesome. Thank you for your sons and their service. That's amazing. And
don't forget there, Jason, let everybody know that you will be there for the February 3rd and 4th Super Bowl. Yep. You, the famous Doug. Doug, you're going to have to sign my T-shirt, buddy.
All right.
You owe me.
We could do something like that. I'm not afraid. We can have a little fun with it. So we can have a little fun.
You're going to be announcing, right?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm gonna do whatever John needs me to do. So absolutely want to meet future puller.
You have your merch trailer there, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So guys, 3rd and 4th, you can come get Beer Money merch.
And big rig tees now. Doug's hooked us up. We're the preferred. What are we, Doug? The only one selling, pulling the pulling world?
Tractor pulls.
Yeah. We have all the big rig tees that you see in the truck stops and stuff. They're awesome.
Nice.
So everybody that's watching tonight, this is Rob's tractor. This is Striking Distance. This is how I met Rob, was at Diesels and Dark Corners in White Plains, Georgia. We've been friends ever since. And so go find Rob's tractor, talk to him, especially Kelly Price. Bring your sons over and anybody else coming out like that. Go see Rob. Go see John. We showed his tractor earlier as well. But talk to these guys and, again, they want to engage with you so you can, spread the word about their great event. They have more than one just pull a year. And you're going to start seeing a lot more stuff. We're going to be a lot more active on Facebook, on social media with the Florida Pullers to spread the good word, because that's what it takes. And that's why they're teaming up with Beer Money Pulling Team, because they want to get the word out. So we're going to help them do that.
And if you have questions on any of the vehicles that are there, not just mine or the antiques or two-wheel drives, we'll get you in contact with the owner and ask away.
And that one guy was chatting earlier about, getting a semi-class started. I'm like, absolutely. If that's what you want to do, get with the guys and say, hey, I can get 3 or 4 of us to get started. And then it just builds from there. It doesn't happen overnight, like Rob said earlier, but semis are a lot of fun to watch for people. If you have a tractor class, you have a stock truck class, whatever you want to get going. Once you get the addiction, then you'll just keep making them bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's a good time.
I made a trip up to Saluda this year. Oh, me and John went. John and Brandon went. We went to Saluda this year.
And do you have a good time?
Oh yeah, it's hot. They're not kidding. That's my second time going, and man, I tell you what, they're not kidding when they say the hottest pull in the South. Holy smokes, man! God Almighty, it was boiling over. Yeah. But the crowd was fantastic. I wish they'd make that a 2-day pull again.
Well, you guys know how tough it is to put on big shows like that for a couple of days. So we'll just have to see, if they get the crowd turnout. We can't do this without the fans. It's just fans and sponsors are what make it happen. So
yeah, butts in the seats is what makes it go round and round and continue on. Because without money coming in, we can't afford to make things better or continually put things out. So.
And if you're a local business or a local puller, or you own a business or you work for somebody and you want to get involved with the Florida Pullers, you don't have to come in with $5 or $10 grand, and they'll take any money that you have to put towards the club and get things going. Everybody thinks it's big sponsorship. And if you ask any promoter, it's a lot of smaller sponsorships that add up to bigger sponsorships. So, but again, if somebody wants to come in with 50 grand and be the title sponsor of Florida Pullers, I'm pretty sure that can be yeah. So,
but we actually do have a scholarship program for that we pick a kid every year.
Okay.
For college.
Great deal.
We try to give back as best we can. Like I said, we are a 501(c) non-for-profit club.
Ashley Dixon says snake smells bad. I can smell him from here. So.
Well, that's one of our mini Rod's daughters.
Okay.
I'll let her get that one because we'll just pass.
Well, then she's got 2 smiley faces and a heart, so I don't know. She's probably really not being that.
That'll be a hard pass. I'm already showered. I'm ready for bed. That little one's wearing me out, dude.
Well, you're old,
Oh, jeez. Boy, punches just keep on coming.
Again, this Saturday, October 22nd, 4 p.m., Zellwood, Florida. John, give us a couple minutes and let's wrap this up. We're gonna do another live here with the California guys. So we're gonna go from Florida to California tonight. But when I put a big push out for Zellwood, Florida, again this weekend, John, kind of give us your 30-second commercial.
We're gonna like Jason was saying, we're gonna open the gates at 10. Pull starts at 4. Registration is gonna be from 1 to 3. If you bring it, we're going to pull it. Might not be able to stop it, but we'll get you on the track and pull you down the track. That's for sure. Many people out there that want to come and watch, show up as early as you want and walk around the pits and look at all the tractors and stuff and all the trucks. I do know of a deuce and a half that's coming this weekend. So that'd be something interesting for the kids to go around and look at.
Yep.
Just come out and have a good time. enjoy yourselves.
No, I like it. I like it. Rob, what's your, well, you can't do anything in 30 seconds. What's your 1 minute commercial, Snake?
Man, come out, experience something for the first time, and come see what it's about. There's more than just trucks and tractors. There's a lot of history behind a lot of these vehicles, and especially the antique stuff. And there's a lot of secrets that we put into them and to make them go, and the goofy stuff. So it's a family oriented event. It's just fun to be around. It's easy, laid back, and just a good relaxing day.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions or anything, all of our rules are posted on our website, flpullers.com. And if you don't see a rule that you need, you can message me or any of our board members on the Facebook page, and we can get you an answer.
Yeah, and you guys answer stuff fast on there, so I know that for a fact. There's a website right there. So
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And the Facebook's the same, FL Pullers on Facebook as well.
Perfect. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Good luck this weekend, and we'll be in touch. And let's just keep promoting Florida Pullers, okay? FL Pullers. So
thank you, gentlemen. Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all soon.
Don't leave me yet. I'm going to end the broadcast and we'll chat for a few minutes. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you see John or Snake at the pull this weekend and you saw them on the show tonight, go up and say, hey, that was pretty cool seeing you on the old Facebook. So thanks for watching. Have a great night.